Number one, what in your mind makes you believe that Jalen Hurts can't improve? Or are you just done with it? Because it sounds like to me your mind is just made up and this is it. And I know what Jalen Hurts is, and we're just going to move on and that's it.
I haven't seen anything passing wise all of his tape 4 years in college and two years in the NFL.
You went back to his 4 years in college?
Yes. He's played for the best universities in the country for 4 years. How do you not develop any now in the NFL? And people said he's a rookie last year. He wasn't. It was his second year in the NFL. He worked with NFL staff every day, practicing drills, watching tape. I don't see the throwing talent. I see other quarterbacks that have a cannon that they just have to, this guy can throw. He just has to learn the timing. He just has to learn this. He just has to slow it down. He just has to hone it in.
So you don't see the raw ability is your thing?
Yes.
You don't think he has the raw ability?
I thought he was trying to say he didn't improve at all. That's the reason.
Well, I think that's my problem.
That makes more sense.
I think he has small hands.
Makes more sense.
I think he got small hands. This isn't Kenny Pickett shit we're talking about.
I think he has small hands. He struggles to throw an NFL football.
I'm done.
He does. He does. Look at Dallas week 3, bro. That's when I was officially done.
I get it. It was a rough game. He's gonna have bad games.
Well, we made it to the playoffs from there. Jeez.
I'm talking about look at the throws in that game.
So you don't think
not
you don't
even
think
close to accurate?
We're not talking about his habits got better as the season went on. No,
because we can point that out.
He was good.
He improved. So
he
can improve.
Some games.
So he can improve.
and then he was
good in some games, man.
And then the Giants towards the end of the season was supposed to be this is the one where he.
Who said that? Who said that?
How is that not supposed to be? The Giants were terrible. If you're
I get it. He was like what 14 of 31 and 3 picks. I was just looking at film of that game 2 days ago, and it was dreadful. It was terrible. He could have won the game if Rager caught the ball. Number one.
I'm not even talking about his box score numbers because his numbers don't look that terrible.
His mechanics
over
in
the
that
course
game
of a whole season.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the fact that every single throw he lets fly is inaccurate.
That's not true.
That's not true. It's not true.
It is true. It's very rare. It's very rare that he throws an accurate ball. It's absolutely true.
What?
First of all, we can start with
he wouldn't be a starting quarterback for the Eagles.
He wasn't supposed to be.
He completed 61% of his passes.
Wait,
how is that not accurate? 6 out of 10 passes he's completing.
No. That's not what I'm talking about as far as accuracy. You can go completion percentage all you want. A completion percentage does not directly mean accuracy when your offense is screen heavy.
So you're looking into
you're getting 7 completions a game by throwing it 3 yards to your left to a receiver in the backfield.
Man.
Damn, Eastwood won that one. Shit, what's the
next
one?
It's not even that. I'm trying to understand where you're drawing these conclusions from.
We could do this with every quarterback.
Every quarterback makes bad
screen passes and stuff. You know what I mean? It's a part of the NFL. Like
is Jared Goff an accurate quarterback? All his passes are shorter than 8 yards.
I'm not sitting here telling you
I would never want
an
Jalen
accurate
Hurts to
quarterback.
be Jared Goff.
I'm not saying that.
He's horrendous.
I can't.
Why would you go Jared Goff right there?
Because
the Rams literally traded that bum and won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's probably a poor comparison. I'm just thinking of guys that short the ball.
As we stand right now, heading into this season, everybody, we're not even into preseason or anything like that, right? Jalen is middle of the pack in starting quarterbacks.
Yes, I agree.
In terms of the whole thing, throwing,
Eastwood says he's bottom 5.
Yeah,
that's the read I get because you tell me I know you're an eye test guy.
Passing ability, bottom 5. But if you're setting up the offense to hide his deficiencies and run the ball 47 times a game, he could be in the middle of the pack.
Well, trading for AJ Brown doesn't signify that, in my opinion. Regardless of the potential of drafting a QB, not because we have we went over this or whatever. The Denver look 2 good defenses. Jalen threw the ball well in those games.
Can I give you the bottom 5 QBs in the league, and you tell me if you would take these guys over Jalen Hurts?
Right. Yeah, we should probably just do that. Let's officially make Eastwood's QB rankings.
These are bottom, no order. These are just bottom 5 in the league. Is it so? You would take Zach Wilson over Jalen Hurts?
No, I don't want either of them. But Zach Wilson's a better passer than Jalen Hurts.
All right. Sam Darnold.
I don't want either of them, but he's a better passer than Jalen Hurts.
Okay, Trevor. Well, this is based on last year, obviously. Trevor's more talented. I'll skip over him. Davis Mills.
No.
Okay, and Justin Fields. They're probably the same player at this point. So, and then Taylor Heineke. You can round out the 5 with him.
No.
All right, so he's not bottom 5.
You can keep going, man.
I said better passer. I think to Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, and who else?
Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones. Would you take Daniel Jones?
No, better passer, but no. I don't think I'm not like Jalen Hurts is terrible. You have to go replace him with anybody.
That is you. That's literally you.
I think he's bad at throwing a football, but I don't think you have to just go replace him with anybody. If you can definitely upgrade, you're definitely going to do that.
So the throw I put out today for the Chiefs that I saw you and Lyle going back and forth about, and you were saying it should have been a 40-yard completion. Number one,
for the ball.
The pass was accurate. It wasn't behind him. It wasn't anything. It was accurate in the numbers.
Wait, which throw are we talking
in the numbers?
About?
Go, Steven. Go on Twitter and look at the last.
He has to curl his route. It would hit him in the hands because he curled his route because the ball was.
It was on time and accurate.
It wasn't out in.
You can't get more accurate.
It wasn't out in front. That's what he needs to do. He needs to throw the ball out in front.
I can't do this, man. I think maybe five QBs put it in a better spot than that. Maybe.
Wait, what's wrong with? Let me see this.
That's what I'm saying. What's wrong with the placement of that pass?
Where else is he gonna put it?
Exactly. Where else is he going to put the ball?
You just said it. A little bit more in front. Yes, the whole middle of the field is wide
open.
open.
If he throws it half a second faster, maybe.
Wait, let me see this again.
He curled his route. Devontae Smith made him look better than he is all season because he will curl his route because the pass is that inaccurate.
When you initially said that, I thought that Devontae had to go backwards to catch the ball. It's literally in the numbers. Like, I don't understand.
He curled his route and went to the ball.
Man. He's running a slant route. Like, it's a timing. Like, it's bam, bam. Like, I don't know. Like,
I don't know what else Jalen Hurts could have done differently. I really do not.
On a 3rd and 7, he threw a first down completion on 3rd and 7.
I was using it as an example of all of his throws the whole season. If they were slightly out in front of the receiver, I'm not making this up. It's in his draft profile from 2 years ago.
The play wasn't designed to go there. It wasn't designed to go there. That's not how that works. Just because there's open space on the field doesn't mean the ball is supposed to be there.
Maybe we might have to do this again and find Eastwood. You're gonna have to compile a bunch of examples, and we'll.
When he has said that, I was like, he's literally looking for something to be wrong in this clip. That you can't be more accurate unless you throw it 0.2 seconds faster, and maybe he gets 10 more yards, 5 to 10 more yards on the play. But
so you just answered. You just said the solution.
Yeah, that's not. Nobody's doing that at 23 years old unless you're Mahomes or whatever. Like I don't. We can't nitpick every single throw. We can go down the list of quarterbacks and nitpick every single timing of every single throw. And everybody's going to have deficiencies in throws. It happens.
I agree with that. When it's a quarterback who was compared to Tim Tebow coming out of the draft, bro, I'm not making this up. It's like that's what he was compared to.
That was his NFL comp. I'll have to go back on his draft profile and look at it.
All right, so wait.
And he was projected to be a 2nd or 3rd round talent, and he was projected to be a very good NFL backup quarterback. So when it's somebody like that, you can nitpick because you're trying to gauge every single week, is this guy a starting quarterback in the NFL?
For you to be okay with Jalen Hurts being the starter beyond next season, what is it that you have to see? Stats probably don't tell the story because that's kind of a team thing. If A.J. Brown catches 50-50 balls, that doesn't necessarily mean Jalen Hurts had a better year. But what do you kind of need to see from Hurts for you to be like, okay, we can roll with this guy for the foreseeable future?
It's very simple. If I see him stand in a clean pocket, make more than one read, and throw the ball, I'll be like, wow, I didn't see that all last season.
Yeah, that's fair.
If he goes out there and I see this guy running from the cleanest pocket I've ever seen in my life, and when you see the shot, Devontae Smith wide open down the sideline, but Jalen Hurts is busy looking at the ground because he's running from a clean pocket again, then I'm done. Yeah.
Numbers. I don't know that.
No, it is in the numbers. That's the tricky part about it. People can put his rookie numbers and Josh Allen's next to each other and make this argument.
And I'm not even a numbers guy.
I hate that comparison.
Man. I'm not a numbers guy.
Because of how misleading a completion percentage is, or whatever else anybody wants to say.
Well, if your completion percentage increases every year, you're getting better, regardless of the offense.
Or you're throwing more screens. No, you're not.
He's not throwing screens every single. He's not throwing screens every drive.
There was drives where there was literally 4 screens in a row. I am the eye test guy.
Yeah.
I test Eastwood. That's the new name. Hashtag I test Eastwood. I don't want to hear about a completion percentage.
I'm not
I
saying it
want to
has to
see
be
you throw
like we
accurate
have to
balls.
roll with Jalen Hurts. I'm just willing to see it through, and that doesn't even go for Jalen Hurts. I was the same way with Wentz. I was the same way with Ben Simmons, who you grew to hate, obviously. But like I'm just willing to see it through, and maybe that's a detriment to my character because by the time I realize that he's not it, it's probably too late. You could have got value for him, whatever. I see the comment here about community knowledge as flaws. There's a lot of things that obviously Hurts has to work on, like you mentioned, reading a defense, going through his progressions, and throwing with anticipation. I think he has
Yep.
to lead his receivers a little better. I think he has to throw them open rather than waiting for them to
Staying
get
in the
open.
pocket.
There's a lot of good throws that he made throughout the season. I think personally, like there's some throws he made, and you're like, yeah, that's Jalen Hurts. He is progressing as a passer, in my opinion. Now, if he underwhelms next season, then obviously you reassess the situation and you go from there. I saw enough last season for me to believe in tandem with his work ethic and the whole bit that he is able to improve this season. Now, with all these weapons and this and that, if he doesn't improve next season, I'm willing to move on. I'm not saying I'm all in on Jalen Hurts. I'm just saying I'm willing to see it through next season and then we'll go from there.
He has to prove like in order to be the Eagles quarterback, he has to prove these criticisms are on.
When you just listed all the things he has to improve on, you literally listed everything there is to the quarterback position. He has to improve. He has to improve making multiple reads. He has to improve staying in a clean pocket. He has to improve his accuracy. He has to improve.
He didn't mention throwing to the right.
Improve everything. What would you say Jalen Hurts' strength is?
Right.
Commanding a locker room, leading a team. When he's mechanic. What are you laughing
I'll wait
at
for
me?
the strengths. I'll wait for the strengths that have to do with playing quarterback. Because
I don't give a damn about leading the locker room.
Mechanically sound, he's a good quarterback. And there's examples of it. The Denver game, the Chargers game, that Chiefs game we lost, by the way, he was great passing the football in that game.
All right, so he's just, in your mind, he's just inconsistent. His mechanics are inconsistent.
As a first-year starting quarterback, that is to be expected. Now, it's a different conversation this season. He cannot be that inconsistent this year, obviously.
Yeah, I think he's good. In the areas I mentioned, I think he was good in some games in those areas and bad in others. Just the inconsistency is the problem. You know what my fear is with the you bring up his mental makeup and stuff like that. Now, the thing that kind of not irritates me, but the thing that kind of like gets on my nerves with the people are like he has the will to win and his work ethic and this and that. Like how many quarterbacks in the league like don't want to win? Like you can't just say he wants to win. A lot of people do.
Right.
But like there's a lot of guys in the league who have great character and just are career backups. Like it happens. Like there's guys that are like Mariota, who's I heard is a great human being and he's getting his chance to start now. But we don't expect him. Nick Foles, I heard Jacoby Brissett is a great guy and he's obviously not a starter. Like there's guys that have the will to win and are great people and this and that and just don't have the skill set to thrive as a starter. So for me, like Jalen Hurts' skill set has to surpass his willingness for me. And this is the year where I will come to that conclusion. Like I just haven't come to that conclusion after seeing one full season from him. That's all.
It's not like I expected him last year to be some kind of like top 5 quarterback, but I don't think anybody watched him last season and said, oh man, this kid's going to be good. He just needs to do this, this, or this.
If he's top 15 this year, the Eagles will make a run, I think.